Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kylie. Some of you know me as Forerunner Kai on Instagram and TikTok. Today is episode 5 of the Creator Behind the Wheel podcast, and I'm here with Jesse, also known as JFAutoStyling, with his brand as well as his Instagram page. Earlier this year, when I got the Forerunner, I needed a tint job, and I reached out to Austin at True Automotive, and he said immediately reach out to Jesse, so I did. Got my tint done. He did an amazing job, extremely quick, and now we're here.
We are here. Thanks, Kylie, for coming by. I appreciate you for reaching out, and most of all, including me on this cool podcast. So,
yeah, so excited.
Excited to see what questions you have for me today, and just what we're going to talk about.
How long have you been in business for?
Oh man, that's a good question. So I started doing this when I was, 16, 17, and then by the time I was 18, I was out on my own working for any tint shop that I could. It's crazy how fast time's gone.
You're so good at it now.
Yeah, it's a lot of people have told me stick with what you're good at, and in life, the older I get, the more I value that, because I'm starting to value time. The more time you invest in something, it's inevitable that you're going to get good at it. You're going to get better at it. You're going to become efficient at it. So if you can generate a revenue off of it, you enjoy doing it, then I think we call that passion. And that's my goal in life, is to just do something I'm passionate about and I enjoy every day. And I think I've found that in this industry. I really do.
I love that for you, because it can work for so many different cars. It really, any car.
It does. Yeah, absolutely. And the people that I get to meet along the way, doing this as long as I've done it, I really don't do a lot of advertising for my business. I'm kind of in that generation of, do I do social media? Do I not do social media? With almost 20 years in this industry, I've got a repeat customer base that it's continuing to grow, but it's like a revolving door. It's just every day somebody's calling me, hey, you did my car 5 years ago, I just got a new one. And that to me is where I find the security in this industry, is the relationships I build doing a good job on your vehicle. Mm-hmm. So
referrals are king.
They are king. Everybody will tell somebody if you do a really bad job. They'll tell way more people if you do a bad job, especially on social media.
That's true.
So you do a good job, you get the benefit of people spreading the word, and I think that's what's got me where I'm at today. Mm-hmm. So I enjoy it.
And you're a cool guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to stay cool.
Yeah.
Try to stay universal, because like I said, I meet a lot of people. So I have to take that into consideration in just how I go about my day, is you just never know who's going to come through your front door. And my goal is to always make it a good experience for no matter who I'm dealing with. So,
well, mine's been great. So
good. I'm glad
thank you for that.
I'm glad you've had a good experience. That's always number one. So it looks like your Forerunner's doing good.
Yeah.
With your tint. It looks good. Yeah, it definitely looks good. Cool. Love it. Love it. The dog's staying cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, they love it.
Awesome.
It looks clean, sleek. Like for a stock Forerunner, it looks nice.
Cool. Love it. Not too dark?
No.
Awesome.
It could be a little darker, like on the passenger and driver side, but like we talked about, it's
How
probably
does it
not
feel in
ideal.
the mountains, though? Like when you go up to the mountains and you don't have those street lights?
It is darker.
You experience
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But in town, you're like, man, I could use a little bit more privacy. But the minute you go up there to the mountains, that's what I always tell people, especially people that want their windshield done. It's like, it's a great thing to have done. But the minute you go up to the mountains and lose those street lights, you can kiss your visibility goodbye, especially in the wintertime.
Yes.
For everybody that likes to go winter camping. Yeah. So if you're going to do your windshield, stick with light film.
Good to know.
Yeah. Good to know.
Thanks for the tip.
Absolutely.
I wanted to talk about the services you provide.
So the services I provide here are window tinting, paint protection film, and vinyl wraps. I do a little bit of graphic design. I do some large format printing as well, some small signs, but mainly my main focus is the window tinting and the paint protection film. It's a growing industry, so I got to stick with that, because as easy as it is to do a lot of different things in the industry, whether it be stickers, decals, I gotta value my time and be efficient and where the profitability is, and I think that's in the window tint and the PPF.
Yeah,
I really do.
PPF's big now.
Cars are not cheap anymore. Everybody. I always tell everybody, you spend $1,200 on your iPhone, and the first thing you do to it is you put a screen protector on it. So if you're buying a new motorcycle, a new car, a new truck, a new boat, I mean, the list goes on what we can put this film on. That's the first thing you should be doing, is protecting it. You really should.
Yeah,
You
great
know,
salesman.
so thank you. I appreciate it. I try. You know, it to me, it doesn't seem like it's a tough sale, you know, because the proof is there, you know, and just a quick demonstration to my customers when they come in, I show them, look, this is the protection you're getting. They're like, yep, no brainer. Same with the window film. The ceramic is, you know, it's changed the industry. Having a ceramic film has changed the industry and our heat rejection. And as you know, living in Colorado and, you know, the western slope, it's hot. We're close to the sun. So we've got to have that. We've got to have that heat rejection, not only for you, me, the kids, the dogs, the interior of that nice, beautiful Lexus you may be driving. You know, a lot of cool growing things in the industry, and that's what keeps me here. That's what keeps me doing it. I love it. So yeah, definitely fun.
And you grew up in Denver
Right here
area.
in Engelwood, yeah, right here in Engelwood. I've ventured out to Arizona, and that's when I discovered how important it was to have ceramic window film. So, you know, after a few years out there, I came back home and realized that this is where I'm most resourceful. This is where I have the most resources, and this is where I'm most successful. So I figured I'm gonna keep working hard at it here as long as I can, and then eventually, retirement, I'm gonna hit the road. Definitely,
Really?
I'd love to hit the road and just go travel. You know, just go see. I've done a little bit of traveling, but you know, I definitely have gotten a taste of it, just enough that I want to go experience it
Okay.
before I leave this earth.
So no like state that you would want to move to and retire, and it's like you just want to explore and figure it out.
Florida's. I've got a soft spot for Florida.
Okay.
There's definitely, you know, I've got some friends down there, so that makes going down there fun, easy. I've managed to round up some work down there with my countertop business, which I'm sure that's a whole nother topic we can go down another time. But yeah, definitely, it's a beautiful place to be. It's really a really beautiful place to be. Every time I go there, I'm just like, gosh, I could do 6 months here and 6 months in Colorado, because I love the outdoors here in the summertime.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm an avid fisherman, and I enjoy that a lot. And I don't think I would get the kind of fishing I like in Florida that I get here. So
Okay. I guess I've heard that. Like Utah, Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana. All
it's
pretty good.
Yeah, it's all good fishing on our side.
Do you fly fish or?
I just started. I've tried it before. I have yet to. To be honest with you, I have yet to catch a fish fly fishing.
Same.
I can catch one on a lure all day, and you know, and a nice light rod. But other than that, I'm eager to. I've been going up to Deckers and Cheeseman. I'll tell you what, I've seen fish in there that are ridiculously huge, and they're smart.
Yep.
And they make you work for it. So that's my goal, is to catch one of those before the year's over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I assume that's a popular spot. I don't really know.
It is. It's about a 45-minute hike, hour drive from where we're at now, and then it's about a 45-minute hike. I didn't think it was bad until on the way back. That was when it was like, ooh, okay, this is a little exercise. You got to get up there and see those fish. It's insane.
I know. I don't fish. I tried fly fishing once. I kind of did. It was like 6 hours, but I was only really trying for like 30 minutes, and I didn't catch anything.
Yeah, I go up there just because it's peaceful. You know, it's just so peaceful up there. So there's some stuff I got to tell you about. So I got a van. I reached out. I bought a van because I was like, I want to have like a camping rig, something that I can just hit the road in and go on the weekends. You know.
Yeah.
So I bought this old Amazon van.
Okay.
I gutted it, sold all the stuff, all the shelving.
Nice.
On Marketplace.
Yeah.
Was able to put most of that money back into the van, and I completely built the inside of it out, so it fits 2 motorcycles. It has a wall rack for my fishing poles.
That's sick.
Yeah, so it's been sitting out there, and I had an idea to wrap it. I was like, I should wrap it for my company. I got on ChatGPT, had ChatGPT make me an awesome rendering, and I looked at it and thought to myself, I don't think I have the skill set yet on Adobe Illustrator to design this. So I called up a couple graphic design shops and had some horrible luck.
Oh no!
Nobody could put together this rendering that Chat had created. With like nobody, I'm sure eventually they could have for the right amount of money, but we were already reaching like $400 or $500 for just a simple, basic rendering that I was like, no, this isn't even close. So after 10 hours of sitting at that computer, I nailed it.
Oh.
I did it.
Hell yeah.
I taught myself a little bit more on Adobe Illustrator, and I've got half of it wrapped right now. I'm waiting for the other half of the wrap to get printed, but yeah, you will have to go out front and take a look at it. You'll love it.
Dope.
It's
Wait,
super
that's
dope.
perfect.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
gonna love it. It's super cool. So I figure anywhere I'm driving or I go, I've got this billboard of advertisement.
Yep.
And if I'm up there fishing,
Mm-hmm.
come say hey. You'll know who I am.
You can now write it all, like all the
Totally.
things. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's exciting. So there's that, and then I'm trying to think of anything else new. Oh, and then I bought a pickup truck.
Okay.
An old Chevy square body.
Nice.
Old 80s pickup. Yeah.
And what are you gonna do?
It's done. There's nothing to do to it. Like for once I've bought a car that doesn't need anything. It's I mean it later on in its life I'll do some rust repair and repaint it, but other than that it's just a sweet old truck. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to have it. I'll show you that too. It's outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to that Jeep you got?
Sold it.
Oh, okay.
Finally sold it. Yep.
Nice.
Took a year to sell it.
Those are hard to sell.
Oh man, this guy, he was so excited to own that Jeep, and he just happens to live like 4 blocks up the street, so I'll be seeing it again.
Yeah, perfect buyer.
Totally, yeah.
I swear, when they sit like that, it's because you're waiting for the right person to pick it up.
And I'm glad it went down that way, because dealing with people on marketplace is it's such a pain in the ass.
Worst.
It's horrible. So this guy, he immediately, came knocking on the front door, just like it used to be back in the day, and so it was a good experience. Yeah, I'm glad to see that Jeep go to a good home, because I did my part on it. I gave it all the love I could give it. Now it's time for somebody else. But that's what I enjoy the most about cars that either come my way or I see opportunity in. I do. I love putting old cars back on the road for a little bit of nothing, and it can be done. It really can. Money doesn't have to be thrown at everything that you do in life. And that's kind of my goal is with everything that I do is just how can I do this on a budget, because that to me is how I think you stand out in life is like we talked about earlier. You can just throw parts at something, bolt anything on. But can you fabricate something on there? Can you do that? To me is what I think makes a person stand out in the automotive industry is that's where your footprint is defined, So and with this car, that's kind of it's been my thought process the whole way is how can I do everything that I've done to this? How can I do it on a budget? And I have succeeded. And then when people ask me how much money I have in this thing compared to what the internet says that they have, it's apples to oranges. And it didn't take a lot. It just took being a resourceful person and a little basic knowledge and a box full of common sense.
Patience.
A little common sense gets you a long way in this world. This thing's proof of it,
They don't know anything about this.
The reason I even fell in love with this car was I was about 13 or 14 years old, and I was going around with my dad at the time, and he's been a window tinter his whole life. So that's how I got into the industry. But so I would go with him to different places that he would do window tinting at, and we landed in a guy's shop, and his name's Jeff Godwin, and he had a pretty sweet Mustang. And my dad said, Jeff, why don't you take my son for a ride in that thing? And I think at the time it had somewhere of 600 horsepower, which I was 13. I'm going to age myself right now, but that was a long time ago. So 600 horsepower was a lot. And he took me for a ride in that car, and it completely changed my life. I remember the Auto Trader was like just the magazine, and it had all the cars for sale. It was like the classifieds. So I would get in that classifieds every time we'd go to the 7-Eleven, and I would circle all the Foxbody Mustangs I could find. When I got, 17, 18 years old, I finally was able to buy one. I ran over to my buddy's house. We got on Craigslist at the time, and this was the first one that popped up, and we went and bought it. He took me over there and dropped me off, and the car there, it sat in the street, and it was just all original. It was just perfect. It was mint. And then I got a hold of it and just went right to O'Reilly's and Checkers and started throwing every shiny thing that I thought would make it look cool or run better, and boy was I wrong. But it was a good experience with this car. It's been fun. So I got it when I was a teenager, pretty much destroyed it, got into an accident in it. Long story short, we found the car 14 years later because I sold it. Find it on Craigslist. And my brother and I went and picked it up. And when we got there, we both knew, like, no matter how much this guy wanted for this thing, we were going to take it, but we were going to take it. He did. He hit us with a number that was ridiculous, and we gave him every penny for it because, you know, just the sentimental and like the history in the car was like, dude, we just got to get this thing. And it was in the same wrecked condition it was when I sold it.
Oh my
so
gosh.
we get it back, and it probably sat for another 5 or 6 years before I was able to really throw any kind of money at it. So, you know, after things got better, work started flowing in. I made some moves to, you know, start my business, and you know, things just kind of took off for me. I was able to pour my heart and soul back into this car and build it the way I would as a grown man. And with that being said, you know, it's an 83 Foxbody that I did a Gen 3 Coyote swap on it. So a lot of the viewers, you know, when they hear that, they'll either know or they won't know. But it's been a cool build. It really was. A dear friend of mine helped me do it. I'd say I spent a good 2 years mapping out my plan on the wiring, all the nuts and bolts. I watched every YouTube video I could find on what I was doing to this car because I wanted it to happen so fast once I started. Because after you watch a bunch of YouTube videos, you're like, oh, this should go smooth.
Yeah.
and I was going to make sure that it went smooth. And I would say that the only part of this build that wasn't smooth was the paint job. It took me, from the minute I put sandpaper on it, it took a good solid 3 months. And
Wow.
I really had no idea what I was doing. I, you know, would ask around and get tips and tricks on how to make the panel straight, how to apply the Bondo, how to just line the panel up, all that good stuff. And I was blessed to have a body man as a neighbor, and his name was Larry. And Larry, he came over one day and he seen me working on that engine bay, trying to get it ready for the engine and get it ready for paint. And he said, boy, what are you doing over here? I said, I'm trying to get this thing ready for paint. He goes, oh, you're wasting time. He goes, bring this over to my house. Within 24 hours, I had a completely painted engine bay. This thing was like, by the time we wheeled it over to his house, he was sending me down to the paint store to get the paint.
What a
for
blessing.
This thing. He is a blessing, and he was a blessing. You know, with that being said, I tend to try to be that person. Anybody comes through that door with a need or, you know, just a vision, and I have the resources to help them pursue that vision, I'm your guy. Like I wanna be that person. So, and that's how Larry was, you know, that's how Larry was to me. He wheels this car over to his garage, helps me get the engine bay painted, had the engine in it the following weekend, and then it was back to Larry's house. He showed me how to paint the whole car.
That's badass.
It was just a great experience and a great memory for him to leave me with, because we lost him. It's been, I think, 2 years now. It feels like it was just yesterday, but he's definitely looking down, going, "Don't waste no time. Keep up the good work."
Looks sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was like, he did. He said, "Man, this thing looks great, Jess."
Aww.
You know, so that was a killer experience for me and everybody involved. You know, it's very sentimental to me. It sits more than I drive it. Just because you never know.
Yeah.
I hate to see something happen to something that you pour your whole heart and soul into, you know.
Yeah.
But
no, it's a great shop piece.
Thank you. Yeah. I definitely need to get out and drive it more. And there's always more to do to it, you know. I don't know if I'll ever be done with it. We went to the Engelwood cruise last weekend. It's been 2 weekends now, and that's always something we do yearly. Engelwood does they do a car show, and then we do a cruise up and down Broadway, and it's something that they used to do years ago, like back in the day in the 50s and the 60s.
Oh my gosh.
So now they're kind of, you know, bringing that back. That's always something that we look forward to. And then we've got Ford's Day. I believe it's September, sometime early September. It's all Ford's Day. A little event that I like to sponsor every year, and it's just nothing but Fords.
Where?
You know, it's just right up the street over at Sheridan High School.
Okay.
Across the street from Sheridan High School. I can get you the details on it too.
Yeah,
but
that's
cool.
exciting.
It gets pretty quick. I think they shut it down at like 200 or 300 cars.
Wow.
Because the parking lot's so small, but
Okay.
there's a lot of car shows now that are growing that just anybody can just, you know, show off their ride.
Yeah.
But I don't get out to a lot of car shows though, as much as I'd like to. I feel like every day is a car show for me, because, you know, I'm seeing something new. Most of the stuff I do is new cars that, you know, I haven't seen yet or worked on yet. A lot of car shows going on in the summertime, and I haven't really been too good this year with it.
Day stuff's busy in a good way.
It's good in a good way. It's good to get out there though and do some advertising and the marketing side of it. You know, that's the side of it I do enjoy. But again, it's just, after a long week,
Yeah.
you want to go toss a fishing line up in the mountains
With
and get
nobody
away from
around. Yeah.
society and just collect your thoughts before it all starts over, that the following week.
So what are some of the coolest cars you've been able to wrap or tint?
Oh man.
Oh,
The GTD.
the sleeper.
The Lexus. We've had some cool cars this year. The IS300 that's a good friend of mine, George. The guy has got a taste in cars it's tasteful. It's classy. It's everything that I desire in the cars that I look at. And to see him bring some of these rides through here is super fun. He's got the IS300 north of 1,000 horsepower to the tire. And it looks bone stock.
It looks stock.
Bone stock.
Except the tires were different.
Yeah, I think he said he had the wheels widened or something. But yeah, just cool. Again, just tasteful. So shout out to George, because George, he does some good stuff. He's also got a sweet. When I met George, he had a BMW, and that car. We're gonna get George in here for an interview, because he's got some stuff that I want him to talk about. Other cool cars though. I would say that the GTD this year really kind of set the bar for what I'm capable of and what my business and what my brand wants to focus on, and that's doing high-end cars that get to showcase my passion for what I do. And that GTD really it hit in all the right spots on attention to detail. I think for the first 2 days I was pretty nervous, just because the price tag on it was over $350,000, full carbon body. I mean, it was
so nice.
Yeah. And when it got here, the customer, he completely covered the entire front end with blue masking tape, because he didn't want any stones. And I said, well, why don't we trailer it here? And he said, I wish we could, but it's too wide. He didn't have access to a trailer that could haul it.
So sad.
And he wasn't kidding. We most jobs like that, I'll try to get in here on the lift, and I couldn't even get that one on the lift. It was just, the body was just so wide on it.
That's sick.
So it was sick. It was sick. He came in and that car sat here for a week before Ford said that we could apply film to it, because the paint was still curing. It was new. It was brand new.
Dang.
So we got that one done. And that one was did a full body on it. I even did 2 layers of film. Quarter panels, rockers, a couple sections on the bumper, just because that car is amazing. Have you done?
Beautiful.
You have to look into. I believe it still holds the record at the Nürburgring track.
I saw like reels on it.
Yeah.
It's
wild.
It's a monster.
It's wild. Yeah.
And you're a
so
Mustang
wild.
guy, so
Absolutely.
it's even more like, oh.
Yeah, to see the just to see. I'm not gonna sit here and say that mine has a GTD motor, but to know that like I modernized this car to the point where like it has potential to have a high horsepower like that GTD does. And it's just to see them sitting there. I compare everybody that came through. We would look at the two and be like, can you believe that's 30 some years, of, well, let's see, 83. Yeah, over 30 years.
Yeah, that's
of
sick.
gap and technology change. So yeah, it's been cool. And then, like I said, I got a call last month for another guy that ordered another GTD, and his is actually it's the same color as that bike over there.
Oh, see, I feel like only sports cars can pull those off.
Those wild,
yeah,
those colors like that. Yeah, the orange is sweet. I'm excited to see it and work on it. And that one we're actually going to do at the customer's house, just because he just doesn't want to drive it, doesn't want to trailer it. And to me, I wouldn't mind having a week out of the shop, and he's got a nice clean environment. So
like a big garage.
Yeah, nice big garage. So
okay.
We'll haul the plotter out there and get everything pattern cut and get another one under our belt. And I believe that everything you do in life, the second time you do it, there's no reason it shouldn't be that much better. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to go do this one.
That's so sick.
Yeah, super pumped. But other than that, I do a lot of race car stuff, but I think what gets me excited is to see these exotic cars. Mm-hmm. It's just wild. The money and the technology and the guy that get to meet the guy that gets to experience that. Like, that's cool to build a relationship with somebody that I get to live vicariously through them, and that's fun.
You got to film it.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will. I need to get some good content of that one for sure. Yeah.
So what would your 3-car solution be then?
3-car solution would be a Porsche GT3, definitely a GTD Mustang, my old classic Chevy Outback. with a
Yeah.
modern LS in it. I know
Nice.
it's simple, but yeah, I would just love to have an old LS in that old Chevy. Once I Coyote swapped this Foxbody and realized like you could turn the key and drive it to California. You don't got to work on it. You don't got to tune it. You don't have to do anything but just go.
Wow.
That to me is like, I always said if I could start another business, it would be, I would just do LS swaps and I would just do Coyote swaps. I'd just bring me your favorite car and we'll put a reliable LS or Ford in
My
it.
goodness.
And
That's cool.
there's a lot of people that I know that are probably out there tired of wrenching on their old classic,
Or people that don't know how to do it.
or that don't know how to do it.
A lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anybody that can tune a carburetor that's a dying breed. There's a local guy up the street that he's been there for years, and I think he finally just retired.
Oh.
So yeah, it's fuel injection is that's the most efficient way to when it comes to an engine. Hopefully by next year we'll have done some new things to this car. I want to turbo it.
Okay.
I want to make some more power with it. It makes about 429 right now, and it's enough, but it could be the wow factor.
Yeah.
isn't quite there.
Yeah, you said it'll never not be worked on.
That's right. There'll always be something to do to it. So
Cool.
yeah.
If money didn't matter, what would you be doing? Just working on cars, doing the swaps?
Well, I guess if money didn't matter,
Yeah, what would you do?
I would be on a piece of land somewhere with all of my friends and all of my family. I'd build a compound.
Yeah.
I'd want the compound life. I value and cherish my friends and my family. Growing up in the same place for your whole life, it's easy to have a big group of people, and I've been blessed with that. If I could just have us all together, having fun every day, that to me would be the most important thing.
Cool.
If money didn't matter.
Yeah, with a
that I'd
stream
be
going
doing.
through.
Yeah,
So
with a big stream of fish going through and all the toys, money used to be able to buy.
Yeah, right?
If money wasn't a thing anymore, I would say just a playground of everything.
Working on cars and hanging out with family.
We'd have a drag strip. We'd have a dirt bike track. We'd have a pond. We'd have it all. Sounds like I need to move to Texas.
Either that or like Oklahoma or somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, because it ain't cutting it out here for that kind of a lifestyle. The industry it's seriously growing to a point where it's like I question my footprint in it every day just because I'm one guy. So it's like a lot of shops that are popping up. There's a lot of technology, with the plotter and these softwares that you just cut the pattern out specific to the vehicle. It really kills a learning curve that my generation didn't get a chance to experience. So
Yep.
Having it now, it's great. I love it. I have no complaints with any of that growth. But as far as keeping up with the technology in film, there's probably 30 different paint protection films now, and the problem with that is that it scrambles the market with people questioning what's a good product and what's not a good product. I have so many people ask me, what do you use? What product do you use? And I have been using 3M since I was in a crib at 3M when my dad was doing the training on how to do window film. So I've literally been, with the company for my whole life. And honestly, I can't say I've had any bad experience with the film, with the paint protection film. They have continued to, I don't know if they're setting industry standards anymore as much as they used to, because they used to be one of the top 2-3 people in the world that had film. And 3M has a lot of other good products, but yeah, as far as their film and their paint protection film goes and their window tint, it's all good stuff. And to me, a good product, we all know it's coming from the same place. No matter what it is in life, it seems to be, it's always coming from the same place. It comes down to if you're going to stand behind that product and the warranty side of things and that customer service. And I can't say that I've ever had a bad experience with 3M. I stick with them. And it's tough because there's a lot of cool products out there get thrown in my lap monthly from, the different companies that are trying to introduce all their colored PPF or all their new vinyl. And until you install one and you know that it's been on the car for longer than a year, until you go through that, it's hard to say, yeah, I'll start buying all your stuff.
Yep.
And I'm just going to start putting this on everybody's cars and hope that it's been doing what 3M's been doing. So I stick with what I know. If it's not broke, I'm not going to fix it.
Tried and true.
Absolutely.
Why stray away from it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a good call. No, I'm excited because I see Cody at the gym
Yeah.
still, and I'm like, I still want to wrap it, so I don't know if you guys are still down to help me out.
He's supposed to be here this weekend. He's got a job this
is?
weekend. Yeah, he's
Nice.
going to be rolling through town this weekend to do a job. So
Do you guys kind of like you work on it together?
No, I think I'm just gonna. He just asked if he could come in and use the facility. I was like, absolutely, dude, do your thing, and I'm gonna try to get out of here this weekend and not be around here because that's all I do is work.
Yeah, I know you need some time away.
It's tough. It's easy to be down here because I enjoy being at the shop even when I'm not working because it's nice to have a place where I can focus on stuff like that I want to work on. Seems to be the first place I run to on the weekends if I don't have something planned.
It looks good and clean.
Thank
though.
you. I try to keep it up for sure. I want people to feel good when they come in here and hopefully see that I take pride in my shop, and it's only gonna translate into their car or their project.
Yeah.
So that's
No, you do a great job.
Thank you.
Everything I think you do great, and then the social media, we need to see it.
I'm working on it. This week I started Monday. I did a post every day. I'm just keeping my story. And there's never going to be a blank spot on my story. I don't care what it is. If it's a cool car I like, I'm just going to keep that going.
Cool.
I need to do more on Instagram, but I feel like I focus on Facebook just because it's more people around here. It's more people within my social group and then outside of theirs if they do decide to share.
Okay.
I've had some good interaction through Facebook.
That's great.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah, Instagram. I want to. I've started a page for this car. I've got so much content, Kylie. So much content that I could bring to the world. That it's timing though. I think it's timing. I really do.
Yeah, you got it. I think it's taking it in steps. A lot of people get overwhelmed, and I'm like a super clean freak. I love to purge, and I've realized most people get overwhelmed with seeing the huge picture. But you have to start with this category first.
Right.
Like separate it into where you want it. What do you want to do? And kind of brainstorm. How do you want to portray this?
Man, it makes it more manageable. It makes the goal more achievable.
And then
when
it's
you break it
quick.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when I get my stuff wrapped, I want to be here. I want to be filming both of you
Yeah.
guys because I think you said you both
Totally.
would
We'll
work
totally
on it.
do it together. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm hoping in the next month or two something can come together.
Cool. Yeah.
Suspension's it. That's it.
Okay. That's all you're waiting on?
Yeah, I've just been waiting for
Sweet.
so many months now,
Okay.
and it's like, guys, let's
get this going. I got this summer. I mean, it's going. These kids are going back to school. That's for me is always what kind of I can always tell like, oh yeah, they start advertising back to school.
It's August.
It's August. It's happening. Hopefully we get some snow. I am praying we hit one hell of a winter this year. I never realized how bad this drought was until I went fishing.
Oh no, because then I heard some of the fish you can see then.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. There's so many spots that are just we need water. Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully it snows though.
Yeah. I mean, I want to go skiing. I want to.
Are you a skier,
snowboarder?
Okay. Yeah. Have you been since you've been?
Not since I moved here. I've been to Copper and that's it.
Okay.
And then like in Utah and in California.
Sweet.
But it was so bad last year. It was like 50 degrees the entire winter.
Slush.
Yeah.
Just slush and ice.
Not
Oh,
even
not
some.
even,
Yeah.
Not even ice, huh? Those were good. I spent some time boarding. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yep. Now it's just crazy and hectic getting up there and it's expensive.
It's expensive.
Wow,
You can camp out though.
You can camp. That's right. You can camp.
You can camp.
I can camp. I can camp. Yeah, that's right.
You should.
Yep, I totally should. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this van takes me. It's gonna be fun.
Let it take you.
Yeah,
Yeah, wherever.
Just let it go. As long as I got, it's just gonna be like a rolling fun box. All the stuff a guy needs to just be away from society. Because sometimes that's the most healing thing in life. Is just that's when it all pauses,
Yeah.
and the world slows down.
A lot of the overland off-road community can relate to that.
Totally.
That's a lot of the reason why the OGs started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then people got into it as a capitalizing, making money. How do I come out and have the coolest car, but I never drive it?
Right.
But initially it started out with, let's go anywhere away from everyone.
And that's what's cool about the off-road community is it's like it takes guys like me that have poured my heart and soul into something. But where's my community? I have to really find and try to scratch up a Mustang community and what kind of memories are we really going to make? Overland community gets to make when they go, we're going to go sit around a campfire in the woods with our Mustangs. So I totally love and have a huge respect and appreciation for Overland community and everybody that's trekking out there and I got a taste of it. I got a taste of it with Austin.
Okay.
Before, let's see, I bought a Jeep Cherokee. It was right after I met him, and I went to his shop. I was like, buddy, what's up with all these Jeep Cherokees, you know? He's like, oh, they're great. They run forever. Yeah, it was the 90s to the last one was '01, that body style. So
Those
yeah,
ones are sweet.
I'm seeing all these, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm for sure going to take your word for it, because you seem very confident in what you're saying. So if you manifest things, it's a thing.
It
real. Is a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling you, I'm telling you from experience. And this is one of those things. I was like, okay, I got to find me one. And yeah, I looked on Marketplace. Yeah, I looked on Craigslist, but I started driving around. And one day I just took a route that I didn't normally take to work. And there sits this black XJ. And I called the guy, and he wanted $2,000. And I called Austin. I said, he goes, buy it. He's like, I don't care what's wrong with it. He goes, as long as it cranks over, buy it. I was like, okay. So I bought it.
Wow.
Ended up being a camshaft sensor, $14 part. And that thing, next thing you know, we're doing a lift kit on it. And I was going up with him and his buddies to,
cool.
up to the gulches. And it was just a great time. It was just a great, and it was slow pace, which I'm a safe guy. I like to play things safe. And I feel like you got to have a super amount of respect when you get into something like this versus, cruising down a four-wheel drive trail. I mean, yeah, there's a level of respect you got to have for your vehicle and what it's capable of on a trail, but it was a slow-paced thing, slow-paced vibe, and I like that. I definitely appreciated, all them guys and what they do and all the hard work they put into their rigs.
Yeah.
Because they will. They'll give back to you. Whatever you put into them, they'll take you places that not everybody can go. Finish this bike up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Hopefully that was cool.
Yeah.
It felt relaxed, felt normal.
Cool.
Like normal conversation.
That's my goal, is like keeping it comfortable, casual, talking about what you normally would.